are revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So now we will be learning about Devi Parashakti, the Divine Cosmic Mother. Devi is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness, the Cosmic Mother, and she is the Source Shakti. It is in her cosmic womb, the Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in. And it is the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on and on. Parashakti is the main deity of the sacred feminine and is the divine consort of Bhagavan Paramashiva, who is the primordial divinity in Hinduism. And the first and foremost relationship is the mother. The ability to learn and even the idea to relate starts with the mother. How to relate starts with the mother. So understand your idea to relate and your ability to relate starts with the mother. The mother is a too important way to connect with what you think as life. In the Vedic tradition, our rishis were already aware of your ability to connect with the mother should be directed to the cosmos. It should inspire and should awaken your higher consciousness. And connecting with life as the mother is the most sweetest, most beautiful, most easiest form to ever connect. And today, out of his extreme compassion and love, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself and gracing us, answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, and revealing our past, present, and future, and delivering profound spiritual truths and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. So now let's see and understand what is the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So what is Samadhi? Sama is oneness and Adi means source. So Samadhi means one with the source. And Bhava means attitude or aspect. So Bhava Samadhi together means being one with the source through this aspect. And darshan means to have a glimpse of. So in the Vedic tradition, it is used to describe the moment when we behold a deity, an avatar, a saint, or an enlightened being, as just seeing such a being can cleanse the karmas of lifetimes and create a deep lasting transformation in the receiver. And darshan is a powerful superconscious vibration that is present around an avatar at all times. He simply radiates darshan just as the sun continuously radiates light. The auspicious moment when the receiver is able to catch it becomes the moment of darshan for you. Raising you to the next level of superconscious breakthrough is like hitting the reset button on your being. And a few fundamentals that all of us need to know and understand about the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan, is that divine cosmic beings are real and they manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and incarnations. And divine cosmic beings manifest through Archavatars, which are deities in temples, and through Bhava Samadhi Darshans in Nijavataras, which are the incarnations. And the Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of the Nijavatara, manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness. It is where the formless, the being of Paramashiva, expresses through the Divya Sharira and manifests as Nijavatar, the physical form for us to experience Paramashiva. So now all of you can see how Devi Parashakti expresses through the beings of Rajradeshwari and manifests as Nijavatara, the physical form, through Devi Meenakshi. And the Archavatar, the deities, reflect the consciousness and manifestation of the superconscious energy. But unfortunately, human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experience from the Archavatar directly. And so the avatar, the physical embodied form, comes down to bridge the gap and create an experience of the superconscious energy in all of us. And the Bhava Samadhi awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential energy in all human beings. And this influx of superconscious energy visibly slows down the aging process and also improves immunity to disease. So during the darshan, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of consciousness, conscious energies that heal, empower, and transform our lives. And also during the Bhava Samadhi darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. Mirroring neurons activate the process of all observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. That is, the entire body can silently and without moving receive what is happening elsewhere through a process of direct observation, which is experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. And the Akashic readings are not a prediction, but it is a reading from the cosmic archives, beyond space where creation and destruction happen simultaneously. In the dimension of time stands the present, past, present, and future. But because the Akashic records are stored in the Akasha, the space dimension, there is no past, no present, and no future that exists in the space dimension. And that is why what you call as happened, happening, and yet to happen is clearly already recorded. And now, let's look at a small introduction, a glimpse of who the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is, the one who, out of his extreme compassion, is giving us all of these sciences. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, which is a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilization or nation. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors, who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities a lifestyle for humanity. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kanchi Kailash Sarvagnipitam, which is the Tondai Mandala Adinam, the incumbent emperor of Suryavamsha Surangi Samrajyam, and the present 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam of Kailasvaranta Shyamla Pita Sarvagnipitam, and the present Mahamandleshwar of the Mahanirvani Akara, the largest apex monastic order. And he is also the 1008th Acharya Mahamandleshwar of the Atal Akada, which is the ancient apex body of Hinduism, the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swargapuram Adinam, and is elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also revered as the teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most viewed, read, and watched. He has authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 different languages, which are English, Tamil, and Sanskrit. And these are translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. And over 20 million copies of books and articles are sold, read, and downloaded. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also won 10,000 hours of discourses. He has also enriched 1 billion plus lives digitally and is respected as a commentator of all sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Brahma Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gitas, Jain Sutras, and many more. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also honored as a leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader, is the reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas such as the Rudrakanyas and Rudras, Rishis, Rishikas, Bhairavas and Bhairavis, and Sannyas. And he is also the establisher of the largest Hindu university, which is the Kailasha's Nithyananda Hindu University in the world with satellite campuses in 150 countries, and the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightened ecosystems around the world. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also the founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvagnipitas and the collector of the largest Hindi library with over 1 million books, 1 million Pamli scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. And now, with this, we will be getting into the next segment of the power manifestation, where all of us will be seeing a live demonstration of the manifestation of divine powers given to us and gifted to humanity by the Supreme Pontiff of Hindus through the science of Diksha. So we will be back after a short break to move on to the next segment. So please take the power manifestation. Yes, so now we will be getting into the next segment where we will be seeing the manifestation of extraordinary Shaktis.
So the Balasats, the Nithyananda Yogis, the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, will now be demonstrating the powers of third eye and sharing with all the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation of the divine powers awakened in us through the Diksha initiation.
And in today's Baba Samadhi Darshan, all of us will be receiving the initiations into the third eye awakening and various other powers with the blessings and grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We will be manifesting the following powers of third eye, which is seeing with eyes blindfolded. And for those of you who might be wondering where the third eye is located and how it works, the third eye is a cosmic browsing center which is located between the brows, which upon initiation one can effortlessly manifest powers and see through the third eye just as you would with your two eyes.
So, what are Shaktis? In the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest the 463 powers, the extraordinary Shaktis, the divine powers, manifesting powers, the Shaktis, are described as a system, method, and science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to various Shaktis of consciousness. Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are a divine. You need to manifest divine and not that you are a man and you need to reach the divine.
And some of you might have heard the term siddhis as usually common. It's a common word used. So let's see the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis. So Shakti is expressed from the space of enlightenment as a side effect for of feeling connection with the divine and high intimacy with the Guru, and are a source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment and are on the path of enlightenment.
So, few more differences for Shaktis of Paramashiva and Siddhis are the Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in extraordinary way after the initiation from the avatar. And Shaktis are permanent, whereas Siddhis are not permanent and may divert you from enlightenment.
And the source of all these Shaktis, Paramashiva, is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all pervading beyond, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. And as the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or the five cosmic acts of Shrishti, which is creation, Sthiti, sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Throbhava, pulling out a delusion, and Anugraha, which is liberating grace for all living entities.
So the avatar of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the thousandth living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. It was where the science of enlightenment and the powers, Shaktis, was, was lived and taught as a lifestyle. For the first time in modern day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record breaking pace, which is never accomplished before.
And this knowledge and the science of manifesting these powers, these Shaktis, are passed down from one generation to the next generation through Diksha, which is initiation by the enlightened gurus. And the Supreme Pontiff Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation from a very young age, at a very young age, was trained and taught these sciences of the initiation to revive the initiations and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest the science of manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga and Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, science of Aushadha, Advaita, Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva and Paramashivoham. You all can also see all the various gurus who have trained Swamiji since he was young.
So, how do we manifest these various Shaktis as lifestyle? Every jnana, the ultimate truth, mapped into your consciousness, prajna, manifests as possibility and power of every being, prajnana.
Diksha is the direct transfer of spiritual energy by an enlightened being through look, word, or touch. The traditional Vedic book Navaratneshwara states, Sarvasamapi Dikshanam Muktihi Phalamakhanditam Avirodhat Bhavantyeva Prasangyastu Bhuktayaha. The main benefit of all initiations is moksha, enlightenment. As a side effect, health, wealth, leadership, and well-being happen. And in Rudrayamala Tantra, Shiva says, Devi Diksha Vihinasya na siddhihi na cha sadgatihi tasmat sarva prayatnena guruna dikshito bhavet. The one who is not initiated does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by Guru. What is the science of initiation? Neuroscience has proved that the process of initiation floods the brain with energy. This is the superconscious energy of Kundalini, our own highest inner potential energy. As the Kundalini flows from the thalamus to the cortex, it sets up a powerful energy loop within the brain, which awakens the latent non-mechanical parts which we have never used before. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, transform our lives, bliss and fulfillment. Initiation creates high awareness, visualization, creativity. It also slows the aging process and improves the immune system. Kundalini awakening, healing experience, levitation, teleportation, materialization. Experience the power of initiation through a range of exclusive programs conducted at the ashram. Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, Biddi, Bengaluru. Contact 97422 03311 82774 90091. Visit www.nithyananda.org.
Yes. So that was a video where all of us learned how the science of Diksha works. And now we will be seeing how the science of power manifestation is authenticated through 4 aspects of evidences or pramanas. So the first is the Shastra Pramana, which are the eternal, unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. And the next is the Apta Pramana, which are the experiences and results of Aptas or authorities of Hinduism, where they have tested and verified these sciences.
The next is the Atma Pramana, where the account of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation, and the Pratyaksha Pramana, or the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation.
And the Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for Hindus and are pure science where the ultimate truths are explained. And the Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology and the applied sciences are expanded. And then the Vedas and Agamas, the Veda Agamas, which is a living applied science, are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva. They are the ultimate, eternal, unchangeable truths, and a reference cited from these Shastras or source scriptures is called the Shastra Pramana.
Ready to witness a very unique and exciting demonstration of this power of third eye?
So we'll first be getting into the power of third eye reading, which is reading with eyes blindfolded. Ma Pragya, you can go ahead with the pramanas.
So the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference to manifest the powers of third eye, comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Kapalantarmanonyasa तिष्ठन्मीलितलोचनः क्रमेण मनसोदाध्यात् lakshye lakshamuttamam. By fixing the mind on the inner space within the ground center and sitting stately without any moment having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva. The next is the Apta Pramana, where Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. न तु मां शक्यसे द्रष्टुं मनेनैव च स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्. Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. In the Hindu Purana, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, the vision of his cosmic form. The 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna, Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through the third eye.
Inside and outside broke.
So next, the Atma
The first
Pramana. In Swamiji's
experience
own
is that I
words,
was able
Swami
to
is sharing,
see
the
everything
first experience is that I was
around
able to
me,
see everything
above
around me,
me,
above me, the whole
the whole
360 degree,
360 degree,
10 directions
10
below
direction,
me. Everything I realized, not
below
only I
me,
was able to
everything.
see, I was able to feel, experience all of that
I
as me.
realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience. I felt that the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body both carry me equally.
You can move on to the next slide.
In both,
Next slide,
I
Ma. So the Pratyaksha Pramana, the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. When doing daily activities, it was with the positron emission tomography PET, it was shown that there was high activity which was measured in the brain where the third eye was located. And when in deep samadhi state, only the third eye region was active and almost 90% of the brain was at peace. And the Sakshi Pramana we will be witnessing now. This rare sacred science of third eye awakening is being made available to humanity for their ultimate enrichment and conscious evolution by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. As a living incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism embodies the most profound yogic states that surpass all bounds of time, space, and matter. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is gifting this pure great science of third eye awakening along with many other spiritual sciences through initiation, Diksha. Millions of people have been initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and are experiencing the profound results as extraordinary powers in their everyday life. So now we will be witnessing this beautiful power of third eye. Yes, so request the NTV operator to stop the screen share. So now we have Ma Amrita along with us, who will be the volunteer for us for this power demonstration of third eye. So we have an eye band, which is scientifically proven to not let any light into the eyes. This mindfold has sponge attached to it, and it has two openings into which the eyes will go and stick, and the sponge will stick onto the face, due to which you will not be able to see anything. Naturally, when you keep a sponge on your face, you will not be able to see anything because it will stick onto your face. So this sponge will stick onto the face when it is tied, and there will be no light that will be entering, which will let her to have any kind of view through the two eyes. So this mindfold will be put on top of Ma Madhura's eyes by the volunteer.
Yes. So now Amrita will be putting the eye band on your eyes. And once this is done, any of you watching us on YouTube can put in your comments live in the YouTube chat box, and I will be reading it. You can put anything you would like me to read, either a sequence of emojis, a sequence of numbers, anything you want me to read. Yes, you can move it a little bit down. Yes. So now, Amrita will be projecting the live YouTube comments in front of me. So we have the last comment from Raman Vashishtaya, who has put Jai Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Yes, and I think before that, actually I'll be turning to all the four directions: right, left, up, and down.
So as you can see, there is no kind of holes or anything. When she's turning and showing, you can see there is no gaps where the light can enter. So now you can start putting down the comments in the YouTube comment section.
So yes, the last comment we have is what I have already read, which is from Raman Vashishtaya, Jai Nithyananda Paramashivoham. And anyone else who would like to put in your comments, you can put it in. It can be anything. It can even be a sentence which does not make sense. And as we wait for some comments, I also have this Bhagavad Gita decoded book with me. So Ma Amrita will be opening a random page in front of all of you, and I will be reading out the page number and also what is there on the page. Okay, so we have before I start reading the Bhagavad Gita, I think we also have a comment from Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam who has put gratitude is the greatest prayer, thank you is the greatest mantra, and he has again put surrender is the ultimate technique to merge with existence. And then he has again put living in harmonium with our natural intelligence, and I think between natural and intelligence there's no gap. And so after intelligence it continues is living a spiritual life, and even between spiritual life there's no gaps. And now Raman Vashitaya has put emoji of a watermelon, a cut watermelon, a tomato, a pink flower, and an owl, a brown owl.
So as you can see, exactly whatever is being projected from the YouTube comment section is exactly what Paramashiva has revealed to Ma Madhura.
Yes, and now Ma Amrita has also opened a random page, so I'll be reading it out. She has opened page 998 and page 999, and there's I'll just be reading maybe one line, which is the main one of the topic lines, so that it is written witness and be liberated, and that is after there are two paras on the page, and then witness and be liberated, and then it continues. So all of you can see, and I also see many more comments coming in. Okay, so now we again have after Raman Vashishtaya, we have Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam who has put destiny depends on how you choose to respond to every situation life presents to you, and to respond in the between two and respond there is no gap. And then again he has put wow, and then he has put 6 clapping emojis.
Wow, amazing. With my two eyes, I took some time to count how many clapping emojis, whereas through the third eye, immediately she was able to say there were 6. So amazing. If anyone else wants any more of the reading, you can put on your comments.
Yes, and Ma Pragnana, would you be able to project the Facebook comments? I think we have some comments coming in there too.
Yes, Ma, just a minute. I will try to get the comment.
And in the meantime, if anyone else watching us on YouTube would like to put more comments, you can put your comments in. Okay, so we have another comment from Shrintya Kirtan Deshodaran who has put, why are we afraid of death? With a question mark. We are afraid because instinctively we resist change, and death is an abrupt change in life. And between change and in, there's no space. And then it said there's a dash HDH Bhagavan with Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam in this book, Living Enlightenment. So I think this is a quote from the Living Enlightenment book. Would
Wow.
anyone else like to put in your comments?
So if anyone else has any comments, you can put it down.
Okay, so we have another comment from Sri Nithyananda. Amazing, Ma. Thank you so much. And we have Raman Vashishtaya, who has put, how can I get this power of third eye, with a smiley emoji. So Aya, once this, as you watch Darshan itself, the Parashakti Akashic readings and the Bhavasamadhi Darshans, which Swamiji gives, Swamiji also gives the initiations, and he initiates you into the powers of third eye. So once you have, if you have a glimpse itself of this darshan, then you are initiated into the power of third eye, so you can start manifesting. And again, Sri Nithyananda has put Kalavairava is the Lord of Time. He takes care of the maintenance of the Dharma, the honesty and authenticity. Kalavairava is the deity of esoteric powers. Okay, would anyone else like? Okay, so now Raman Vishtai has put thanks, Ma. Would anyone else like to put in your comments?
So I'm just sharing the Facebook comment.
Okay. So then today we're going to even read comments from Facebook. And on YouTube, we have another comment from Srimati Kirtananda saying amazing with a smiley emoji, with two smiley emojis. Okay, so now we have the Facebook comments being projected. We have Mabina Bulai, who has put Nityanandam, and then we have Prithvi Prithis, who has put Nityanandam in a heart emoji. And then I think it has gone up right now. Okay, and after that we have uh we have another person, Florence Top, who has put Nityanandam, and she has again put a namaskar emoji and a flower emoji. Yes, so the last comment is from Florence Top, who has put a namaskar emoji and a flower emoji. Is that it? I guess there's only 4 comments being projected.
I think it's only that much, Ma.
Yes, okay. So that's great. Now, are there any more comments on YouTube? Mohammed, can you please project the comments? Yes, okay. So now with this, I think we can move on to the next powers. So I request Mamita to now remove my IBAN. So all of you can now see as Amrita removes my IBAN. So yes, all of you can see the eye band. It is just as it was before before it was put on me.
As you can see, the I-band is just the same I-band that was put, or the same I-band that was shown. It is the same thing. So now we'll be entering into the next power, which is the power of body scanning. So in this power of body scanning, one awakens to the ability to scan illnesses, various diseases, medically diagnose issues, and provide solutions through the awakened third eye. So the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference to manifest this power of body scanning is Swadehe Jagato Vapi Sukshma Sukshmataraani cha Tattvani Yani Nilayam Dhyatvante Vyajyate Para. Bhagwan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principle of your whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole universe simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause Paramashiva. By the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts and the ultimate universal divine power. Pari is revealed and the supreme power manifestation happens.
Yes, and the next Apta Pramana for this power comes from the life of a Siddha whose name is Terayar. So Terayar was a Siddha and one of the most prominent disciples of Agathir. And one day a man suffering from severe headache comes to Agathir for healing. Agathir then uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause of the headache. He reveals that there is a small terai, a type of frog, sitting in the person's brain. Then Agathir immediately instructs Terayar, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. After the surgery is completed successfully, the person is then healed and cured of the headache, and thus he gains the name Terayar.
So the Atma Pramana, an account from the supreme point of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidanam, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivan's own life, time-tested and authenticated science. On the 22nd December 2019, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, revealed how Swamiji uses the power of body scanning. Paraphrasing his words, only when I had the multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkup related to that. At that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs. It was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through body scanning, I found out what the problems, the imbalances had happened, and where balance has to be done. I use allopathy as a second opinion to verify my findings. So you can even see the visuals where the medical treatments were happening, the diagnostic methods were being used.
Yes, and now we can see the Sakshi Pramana. So all of you can see the pictures of a few screenshots taken from social media where few of the thousands of disciples have shared their experience of them manifesting the power of body scanning after the initiation of by the Supreme Pontiff Hinduism. And now we ourselves will be witnessing this power of body scanning. We will be seeing a live demonstration. So any of you who would like a body scan can put your comments in the YouTube comment section and we will be doing a body scanning for you. So if anyone would like a body scan, you can put your comments in the YouTube comment section. Okay, so we have Raman Vashishtaya who is asking for healing, a body scanning and healing, please. So yes, Ma Pragnana, you can start. You can chant the Mahavakya and start the scan for Raman Vashishtaya.
Yes, ma'am.
So Raman Vashishtaya, Ma Pragnana is now scanning your body. And anyone else who would like a body scan can put your comments and we will be doing a body scanning for you.
So yes, Raman Vashishtaya, I was able to Paramashiva revealed that there are some sorts of patches on your body which mentally affect you at times. Those patches in your body sometimes mentally affect you, and sometimes it irritates also. So I was able to see that on top of those patches, you have to apply some haritaki and it will get healed. Also, I was able to see there are your uh, your sole, the foot sole. The foot sole is quite dry and it is cracking up. Because of the cracking up, Mama actually, you can start scanning for Sri Nithya Kritananda Yesho. Then he is also asked for scanning. You can start scanning as I'm revealing. So, yeah, I was also able to see that there is lots of dryness in the bottom of your foot, which is um, which is causing lots of pain when you're walking. See that you should apply haritaki even on those cracks. And inside the main problem is with all, including the dry skin in the bottom and the skin allergies that are being caused. All of the cause, the basic cause is the digestion. As much as possible, reduce the food and eat like just as less as possible, like once a day, and drink as much as possible. So this is a solution all over I was able to see.
So Shrinti Kritananda Yashodharanaya, I was able to see that for you, Aya, when I scanned, I was able to see that in your body there's a lot of dryness. Not outside, it's very less. Like you only sometimes you're able to actually feel the dryness, but mainly inside the body, everywhere throughout the body in different uh, places. It keeps getting dry. So I was able to see that this is because of the type of water you're drinking. In that, I think it's hard water which you're drinking, and there are also other uh, chemicals and minerals which are in the water, which are affecting your body and making it dry. So even if you're drinking water, it's actually making the body dry. So I was able to see that for this, as much as possible, try purifying the water as much as possible. And like you can maybe boil the water and then keep it to cool in the fridge or wherever you would like, and then drink it. Or you can maybe get a water purifier and get purify the water as much as possible before you drink it. And another solution that I was able to see was that every day night, at least 1 hour before you sleep, you can have a teaspoon of honey, like organic um, honey. You can just eat 1 teaspoon of the honey. That will also help in the healing of the dryness throat. For you, Srinitya Kritananda Yashodharanaya. So I
So
request you
yes,
to get back in the comment section if you were able to relate.
so yes, so Raman Vashishtaya has gotten back in the comment section saying, I do have allergies. So as you all also can see, it has been projected. I do have allergies and feet and digestion problems. Thanks for the solution. Yes, Aya, you can follow the solution and you will see that there is lots of improvement in your allergies and digestion. So if anyone else also wants, you can come back for body scanning every day. The same live session will be happening every day at 2 a.m. Indian Standard Time.
Yes, and we also have Srinitya Kritananda Yashodharanaya was put, wow, that's 100% accurate. I will surely follow the solution. Thank you so much. Yes, Aya. Thanks for getting back. And with the grace and blessings of Swamiji, you will surely be healed of any problems which are there and anything else also in your life. So yes, as and I also see Raman Vishtaya has now posted, I have a lot of heat in body due to medicines which are causing digestive problems and constipation. Yes, Aya. So now when Ma Pragyana scanned and has given the solution, you will surely be with Swamiji's blessings that will be healed. And during the body scanning, healing also happens. So you will surely be healed. And with this, as Ma Pragyana said before, anyone else who would like a body scanning every day at 2 a.m. IST and 4 p.m. IST, we will be having the power manifestation segments and the preparations for the Parashakti Akashic readings. So you can join us every day again. And we will be more than happy to manifest the powers with the blessings of Swamiji and help you all manifest what you want. So with this, we will now be concluding this power manifestation segment and moving on to the further segments after a short break. I thank all of you for joining us and please stay tuned for the further segments. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Thank you, Nityananda.
So now we will be learning about the divine feminine consciousness in this segment. We will be learning more about Devi Parashakti. So to get started with, we will be first seeing the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti, which comes from the Lalita Sahasranama. Sindhuraruna Vigraham Trinayana Manikya Mauli Spurat Taranayaka Shekharam Smitamukhi Mapina Bhakshoruham Panivyamali Purna Ratna Chashakam Raktotpalam Vibratim Saumyam Raktagatastha Raktacharanam Dhyayet Paramambikam. And the translation for this verse is: the Divine Mother is to be meditated upon as shining in a vermilion red body. We can go to the previous slide, please. Yes, we can move on to the previous slide.
And the translation is that I meditate on the great Empress. She is red in color, and her eyes are full of compassion. She holds the noose, the goad, the bow, and the flowery arrow in her hand. She is surrounded on all sides by powers such as Anima, and she is the self within me.
Yes, and the verse for this is also from the Lalita Sahasranamam. Arunam karunam tarangatakshim dritapashankushapushpabanachapam animadhibhiravritam ayukaihi rahamityeva vibhavaye bhavanim. And Devi Parashakti is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. Parashakti is the cosmic mother, and it is in her cosmic womb, the Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in. It is the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on and on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, the source power, from which all of us came, all of us are in even now, and which all of us are going to merge into.
Out of her extreme love and compassion, Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form as the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasantan, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, gracing us, answering all of our questions, attending to our prayers, giving wounds, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself.
And in the words of Devi Parashakti herself, raising as Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agmas, blossomed as Srimkara, filled as Parashodasi, living in 40 triangles, the Kailasha Swami who is in Kailasa, Sri Chintamani Parashodasi, sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi. As Nithyananda, I took Nijavatara here to give good boons to everyone, to bestow all goodness. Hiranyagarbha Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Savitri, Navayavana, Samrajya Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodasi, Meenakshi. Taking the form of Nithyananda, I came here as Nijavatara. With great compassion, I am blessing. Listen, people, to do good to all of you. I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nijavatara.
Raising as Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva manifesting as the source of existence, powers of existence, expression of existence. From the oneness of Om, blossoming as two into Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming as the three Shaktis, Ichha, Kriya, Jnana, growing as the four Vedas, expanding as the five Panchabhutas, beyond the six Chakras, filled as the Gotras of the seven Rishis, expanding as the eight directions, existing as the nine Grahas, blossoming as the 10 Indriyas, being as the 11 Rudras, creating all the worlds, bringing to life, to tell and make truth blossom, and to do good. Parashodasi, Meenakshi, in the form of Nithyananda, I came to bless every one of you.
And now let's see how we can receive Devi Parashakti. So literally you are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment. She is there on your screen, so always receive her very traditionally. You can keep 2 betel leaves, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin in front of the screen as you watch Devi Parashakti. And for those of you who don't know, in the Hindu tradition, the coin is considered the traditional dakshina. So it can be the lowest value. In India, it can be just a paise, and in the US, it can even be just a cent. Swami says, I'm not trying to monetize. Keep even 1 cent, it is okay. So for 100 days, if you have darshan, it will add up to $1. In India, even 1 paise is okay.
Offer that to Devi. After darshan is over, do namaskar and eat the banana with betel leaf and betel nut. Take it as prasadam immediately. Collect those coins and send them to the LA temple. The betel leaf, betel nut may look too small, but in a few days, you will see how much it adds to your sentiment that really Devi is there. You will not take the Devi darshan for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous, unconscious mentality and lifestyle and remind you and raise you to the powerful cognition. It will break your unconscious behavior.
And now all of you can see how you can set up your tambulam, how you can place the 2 betel leaves, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin. You can place it in a plate. You can put it in a plate and place it in front of the screen. As you watch Devi Parashakti, you can see how you can arrange it. Add some fresh fragrant flowers also in the plate along with everything.
Yes. And now we will be entering into the next segment where we will learn about some of the revelations made by Devi Parashakti to humanity and how to survive this pranaya, how we can each protect ourselves during this pandemic, and what recommendations Devi has made for the world. We will be right back after a short break.
Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive, somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just 3 years, nothing else.
What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is e-Kailasa.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world.
all powerful cognitions, knowledge. Only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem.
Yes, and we'll be entering into the next segment where we'll understand further Devi Parashakti revelation. It looks like the slides are looking a little bit much. If we can just stop and restart the screen share. Yes, if we can just stop the screen share for a moment and restart. So now we will be entering into the next segment where we will understand Devi Parashakti's revelations on the sacred secrets of Hindu birth. So let us watch Devi's revelations in her own words and let us look into these revelations deeper.
பெருமை நன்றாய் கேட்டுக்கொள். உன் கேள்விக்கு உன்மூலமாய் உலகெங்கும் இருக்கும் இந்துக்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் அளிக்கின்றேன் உத்திரம். கேட்டு வாழ்ந்தால் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கை பத்திரம். நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். பிறப்பின் ரகசியத்தை பிறப்பிலா பெருமை உடைய பரமேஸ்வரி சொல்லுகின்றேன் கேளுங்கள். அண்டஜம், யோனிஜம், ஜலஜம், பீஜம் எனும் 4 விதமான பிறவிகளில் 84,000 யோனிகளில் பிறக்கும் பிறப்புகளிலேயே பெருமை வாய்ந்ததும் உத்தமமானதும் மனிதப் பிறவி. அந்த மனிதப் பிறவியிலும் பலமுறை பிறந்து உழன்று அரசியல், பொருளாதாரம், சுகபோகம், தர்மம், அர்த்தம், காமம் எனும் ஆசைகள், துக்கங்கள், அச்சங்கள் அனைத்திலும் அழன்று உழன்று இனி வேண்டாம் இப்பிறவி, வேண்டுவது மோட்சமே என்று முடிவெடுத்தோர்க்கு மட்டுமே ஹிந்து மத யோனிஜம், ஹிந்து பெற்றோர்க்கு பிறந்திடும் சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம யோனிஜம். மனித பிறவி உத்தமம், சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம மனித பிறவி உத்தமோத்தமம். இந்த உத்தமோத்தம பிறவி எடுத்த எல்லோருக்கும் ஜீவன் முக்த விஞ்ஞானத்தையும் சனாதன தர்மத்தையும் காக்க காக்கின்ற கடமையும் உண்டு, அதனால் வருகின்ற நன்மையெல்லாம் அனுபவிக்கும் உரிமையும் உண்டு. இந்த கடமையை செய்வோம் என்று சத்தியம் செய்ததனால்தான் அந்த உரிமை அளிக்கப்பட்டது. பூமிக்கு வந்தபின் மனம் மயங்கி மதிமயங்கி சனாதன தர்மம் காக்க மறந்ததனால் மாயை அவர்கள் உயிரை பறிக்கின்றாள். நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உயிரை கொடுத்தாலும் தர்மத்தை காப்போம் என்று உறுதி எடுத்தவர்க்கே சனாதன இந்து தர்ம யோனிஜம் அளிக்கின்றேன் யான். உடல் பெற்ற பிறகு ஊழிப் பெருவலியால் ஆசை அச்சங்களை உதறவிடாது, உதறியும் விடாது சனாதன இந்து தர்மம் காக்க மறந்தோரை உயிர் வாழத் தகுதியில்லாதவர் நன்றாய் கேட்டுக்கொள். உன் கேள்விக்கு உன்மூலமாய் உலகெங்கும் இருக்கும் இந்துக்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் அளிக்கின்றேன் உத்திரம். கேட்டு வாழ்ந்தால் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கை பத்திரம். நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். பிறப்பின் ரகசியத்தை பிறப்பிலா பெருமை உடைய பரமேஸ்வரி சொல்லுகின்றேன் கேளுங்கள். அண்டஜம், யோனிஜம், ஜலஜம், பீஜம் எனும் 4 விதமான பிறவிகளில் 84,000 யோனிகளில் பிறக்கும் பிறப்புகளிலேயே பெருமை வாய்ந்ததும் உத்தமமானதும் மனிதப் பிறவி. அந்த மனிதப் பிறவியிலும் பலமுறை பிறந்து உழன்று அரசியல், பொருளாதாரம், சுகபோகம், தர்மம், அர்த்தம், காமம் எனும் ஆசைகள், துக்கங்கள், அச்சங்கள் அனைத்திலும் அழன்று உழன்று இனி வேண்டாம் இப்பிறவி, வேண்டுவது மோட்சமே என்று முடிவெடுத்தோர்க்கு மட்டுமே ஹிந்து மத யோனிஜம், ஹிந்து பெற்றோர்க்கு பிறந்திடும் சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம யோனிஜம். மனித பிறவி உத்தமம், சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம மனித பிறவி உத்தமோத்தமம். இந்த உத்தமோத்தம பிறவி எடுத்த எல்லோருக்கும் ஜீவன் முக்த விஞ்ஞானத்தையும் சனாதன தர்மத்தையும் காக்கின்ற கடமையும் உண்டு, அதனால் வருகின்ற நன்மையெல்லாம் அனுபவிக்கும் உரிமையும் உண்டு. இந்த கடமையை செய்வோம் என்று சத்தியம் செய்ததனால்தான் அந்த உரிமை அளிக்கப்பட்டது. பூமிக்கு வந்தபின் மனம் மயங்கி மதிமயங்கி சனாதன தர்மம் காக்க மறந்ததனால் மாயை அவர்கள் உயிரை பறிக்கின்றாள். நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உயிரை கொடுத்தாலும் தர்மத்தை காப்போம் என்று உறுதி எடுத்தவர்க்கே சனாதன இந்து தர்ம யோனிஜம் அளிக்கின்றேன் யான். உடல் பெற்ற பிறகு ஊழிப் பெருவலியால் ஆசை அச்சங்களை உதறவிடாது, உதறியும் விடாது சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்மம் காக்க மறந்தோரை உயிர் வாழத் தகுதியில்லாதவர் பட்டியலில் உடனடியாய் மாயை சேர்க்கின்றாள். அதனால் ராட்சசர்களும் அசுரர்களும் தானாகவே இவர்கள் உயிரை எடுக்கின்றார். நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உயிரை கொடுத்தாலும் தர்மம் காப்போம் என்று நிற்பவர்க்கு நிலைத்திடும் வீரஸ்வர்க்கமும் கைலாச பதவியும், எக்காரணம் கொண்டும் தர்மம் காக்க மறந்த உத்தமோத்தம ஜனனமான சனாதன ஹிந்து ஜனனம் பெற்ற மக்களுக்கு இல்லை வேறு கதி. சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம மனித ஜனனம் உத்தமோத்தம மனித ஜனனம். உங்கள் உரிமை உலகில் அதிகம், உங்களுக்கு கடமையும் உலகில் பெரிது. தர்மம் காத்தாலே கடமை, தர்மம் காக்காதார்க்கு உயிர் வாழும் உரிமை இல்லை. நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உத்தமோத்தம பிறவியான சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம பிறவி எடுத்த எல்லோரும் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உங்கள் வாழ்வின் முதற்கடமை தர்மம் காத்தல். தர்மம் காக்க தர்மம் உங்களை காக்கும். சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்மம் காக்க மறந்திட்டால் வாழும் உரிமையை நீங்கள் இழந்து விடுகின்றீர்கள். அதற்கு மேல் வாழ்ந்தென்ன அழிந்தென்ன? பூமிக்கு பாரம் குறையட்டும் என்று அசுரர்களும் ராட்சதர்களும் உங்களை உண்டு தீர்க்கின்றார்கள். அதையும் மாயை கண்டு சும்மாவிருப்பாள். பிரபஞ்ச ரகசியத்தை, பிறவியின் ரகசியத்தை உலகிற்கெல்லாம் உத்தரமாய்ச் சொல்லிவிட்டேன். புரிந்து வாழ்வில் நடந்து உயிரை பத்திரமாய் பார்த்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். அன்னை சொல்லும் அருள் சத்தியம் இது. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
We can move to the next slide, please. We can move to the next slide. You can exit out of this video. We can move to the next slide, please. So let's look at Devi Parashakti's revelations mapped into English. Listen, Andajam, Yonijam, Jalajam, Bijam. Like this, in 4 types of birth, there are 8,400,000. Sorry, can we go back to the yonis? And all these births, the most greatest birth of them all is the human birth. Even in that human birth, being born and toiled many times, after getting burnt and toiled in politics, in finance, in luxuries, in dharma, artha, kama. And those who decide of not wanting this birth, wanting only moksha, only those will have Hindu dharma yonijam, the Sanatana Hindu dharma yonijam of being born to Hindu parents. Human birth is uttama, best. Sanatana Hindu dharma human birth is uttamottama, best of the best. Everyone who took this uttamottama birth has the responsibility of protecting the science of living enlightenment and Sanatana Dharma. and also they have the right of experiencing its benefits. This right was given to them because of their commitment given by them to do this responsibility. After coming to Bhuloka, by getting mentally deluded, forgetting the dharma of protecting Sanatana Dharma, Maya, she is taking away all their souls. Understand carefully, I am giving the Sanatana Hindu Dharma Yonijam only for those who gave the commitment of protecting Sanatana Dharma, even by giving their life. After getting the body because of painful delusion, not dropping fear and greed, for those who forgot to protect Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Maya, she will immediately add them all to the list of those who are not worth living. Therefore, Rakshasas and Asuras are automatically taking away their life. Understand properly, for those who stand that even by giving their life, they will protect Dharma, will permanently have Veerasvarga and Kailasa Padavi. For any reason, people who forgot to protect Dharma, having the Uttama birth of Sanatana Hindu Dharma birth, there is no other way for them. Sanatana Hindu Dharma human birth is Uttama human birth. Your rights in this world are immense. Also, your responsibility in this world is large. Protecting Dharma is responsibility. Those who do not protect Dharma, they do not have the right to live. Understand properly, all those who took the Uttama birth, which is Sanatana Hindu Dharma birth, all of you understand. The first responsibility of your life is protecting Dharma. If you protect Dharma, Dharma will protect you. If you forget to protect Sanatana Hindu Dharma, you will lose the right of living. After that, what bothers whether you live or get destroyed? Asuras, Rakshasas will eat you, so that the burden of earth is reduced. Seeing that, Maya, she will keep quiet. So let us look at Devi Parashakti's revelation further. As you can see, an overwhelming majority of Hindus, 94%, live in one country, India. The largest population of Hindus outside of India is Nepal, with 2% of all Hindus, and Bangladesh, which is 1% of all Hindus. 90% of Hindus are in India, and it is one of the worst hit by COVID-19. This, unfortunately, is not a mere coincidence. Devi revealed that if you Hindus forget to protect the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, you lose the right to live. And as you can see, unfortunately, how this is very much coming to reality. The New York Times has stated that the figures of COVID-19 are far worse than what is being reported, that nearly half of the Indian population is infected with COVID-19 in a worst case scenario, with over 4 million deaths. This is very, very shocking and deeply disturbing, but this could be the worst case scenario at the moment. And here are further revelations on the Kirmi Bhojanam hell that has opened up in India. Let us look at it and listen to these revelations made by Devi.
நீ சொல்லும் நபர்கள் போடும் சண்டை சச்சரவெல்லாம் எரியும் பெருநெருப்பில் இருக்கும் 2 எலிகள் போடும் சண்டை போன்றது. யார் சரி யார் தவறென்பது இப்பொழுது முக்கியம் அல்ல. உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள், எல்லோரும் நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். நன்மையைச் சொல்லுகின்றேன், உண்மையைச் சொல்லுகின்றேன். இந்திய நாட்டில் இருக்கும் மக்கள் எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். கருட புராணத்தில் வியாசன் சொன்ன கிருமி போஜனம் என்னும் நரகம் திறந்து நேரடியாய் இந்தியா மீது இடிபோல் விழுகின்றது. ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு ஓடிச் சென்று வருமுன் காத்துக் கொள்வது மட்டுமே ஒரே வழி. கொரோனா பெருந்தொற்று கொள்ளை நோய் கிருமி போஜனம் எனும் நரகத்தை பூமிக்கு கொண்டு வந்து விட்டது. அகோர தாண்டவத்தின் ஆட்டம் யாராலும் அடக்க முடியாத அளவிற்கு ஆரம்பித்து விட்டது. புதிதாய் உருக்கொண்டிருக்கும் இந்த நுண்ணுயிரி மைல்கள் கடந்தும் காற்றினில் உயிரோடு இருந்து மற்ற உயிர்களையும் அழித்து உடல்களை தின்னும் பெரும் வலிவு கொண்ட பேரசுரர்களாய் வலம் வரத் துவங்கி விடுகின்றது. நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். வருமுன் காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள், அது ஒன்றே வழி. அதற்காகவே ஆதி கைலாசத்தை திறந்து வைத்திருக்கின்றேன். உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ள வேண்டி விரும்பும் எல்லோரும் ஓடுங்கள் ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு. இந்தியாவில்தான் இந்த நரகம் திறந்து உலகெங்கும் பரவப் போகின்றது. கிருமி போஜன நரகம் பூமிக்கு வந்துவிட்டது. மனிதர்கள் செய்த மகா கொடுமைகளினால். அன்னை முன்னின்று என் அடியவரை காப்பேன் சொல்வதை கேட்டு உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புவோர் வருமுன் காப்பது ஒன்றே வழி என்று தெரிந்து செல்லுங்கள் ஆதி கையிலைக்கு. ஓம் ஓம்.
We can move to the next slide, please. And let's look at Devi Parashakti's words mapped into English. Everyone in India, all of you listen. The hell of Kirmi Bojanam that was mentioned by Vyasa in the Garuda Purana has opened, and it is directly falling on India as thunder. Running to Adi Kailasa and protection from it is the only way. Deadly corona, life-taking disease, has brought the hell known as Kirmi Bojana to earth. The dance of the Agora Dandava, which no one could control, has started. This microorganism that has formed will be alive in air for miles together. Destroying other souls, it will eat bodies. It has started roaming as great demons with tremendous strength. Understand properly, prevention is the only way. For that, I have opened Adi Kailasa. For those who want to save their lives, all of you run to Adi Kailasa. Only in India, this hell is going to open and is going to spread to the whole world. This Kirmi Bojanam hell has come to earth because of the suffering done by humans. Mother, I will protect those at my feet, those who listen to me and wish to save their lives. Learning that prevention is the only way, go to Adi Kailasa. So let us understand what is Kirmi Bojanam and what Devi has described. Kirmi Bojanam is one of the 28 hells described in the Hindu scriptures, where people are sent to suffer in a pit to be eaten up by worms. It is mentioned in the Garuda Purana, the Devi Bhagavata Purana, and in chapters 21 and 22, and in the Shiva Purana in chapter 16. It's also mentioned in the Skanda Purana in chapters 12, 2, and 30, and the Brahma Purana in chapter 20, and the Padma Purana in chapter 48. The description is that, O excellent sage, above the nether regions are the hells where the sinners are scorched. Listen to their description. They are Raurava, Shukara, Radha, Kala, Vishwat, Mahajvala, Taptakumbha, Lavana, Vilohita. The river consists of putrid stuff flowing in it. Hirmi Bojana, Astipatravana, and Lalavaksha are the terrible hells. So Devi revealed that only
Om
will do the Padayatra in India. Will the people of India
Om Vinayaka ஸ்ரீகண்ட 2022 வரை இந்தியா செல்ல வேண்டாமா என்று கேட்கின்றாய். நன்றாய்த் தெரிந்துகொள், சொல்வதைப் புரிந்துகொள். இந்த பெருநரகமான கிருமி போஜனம் இந்தியாவிற்குள் வரக்கூடாது என்பதற்காக 2020 பாரதம் முழுவதும் 12 ஜோதிர்லிங்கமும் பாத யாத்திரை செய்திடவே என் மகன் மூலமாய் திட்டமிட்டிருந்தேன். படுபாவிகள் ஓடத்தின் மாலுமியை ஊர்விட்டு துரத்தினார்கள். என்ன நடக்கிறதென்று பார். முறையாக கைலாய நாட்டின் தலைவனாக நிறை மரியாதையொடு நல் மதிப்பொடு என் நிஜாவதாரம் நித்யானந்தன் திருவடி மீண்டும் பாரதத்தில் பட்டு பாத யாத்திரை செய்த பிறகு மட்டுமே நீ அங்கு செல்ல வேண்டும். அதுவரை உன்னை காத்து செல்லாதே. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
Yes, we can. So the revelations back into English say that you are asking whether or not to go to India until 2022. Know properly, understand what is said. For this huge hell, Tirmi Bojanam not to come to India. In 2020, I had planned to do Padayatra throughout India in the 12 Jyotirlingas through my sons, Nithyananda Swamiji. They drove away the sailor of the ship. See what is happening properly as the leader of Kailasa nation with complete respect, with good regards, when my Nijavatar and Nithyananda's feet touch on Bharata. And does the Padayatra. Only after this, you should go there. Till then, protect yourself. Do not go. So, Devi Parashakti has also revealed that the solution for the suffering of Pralaya is to actually bathe in the water of the Anandalingam, which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism created 12 years ago for this purpose. So let us watch this revelation made by Devi Parashakti.
அடுத்த சில மாதங்களில் 1000 அல்ல, லட்சம் அல்ல, கோடியில் உயிர்கள் பலியாகும். இந்திய நாட்டினில் கோடியில் உயிர்கள் பலியாகும்.
உண்மையைச் சொல்லுகின்றேன், நன்மையைச் சொல்லுகின்றேன், தேடிக்கொள்ளுங்கள் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கைக்கு பாதுகாப்பை. ஆதி கைலாசத்தை நிர்வகிக்கும் அன்பர்களே, நன்றாய்க் கேளுங்கள். 12 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக வரப்போகும் இந்த மாபெரும் பிரளயத்தை தெரிந்து கொண்டு உலகில் இருக்கும் எல்லா ஔஷத சக்திகளையும் ஒன்றாய் திரட்டி நவபாஷாணத்து நிறுத்தி ஆனந்த லிங்கமாய் வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் ஸ்தாபித்து வைத்தேன். வருகின்ற குரு பூர்ணிமையோடு 12 ஆண்டுகள் அந்த ஞான ரசவாதம் பழுத்து முதிர்ந்து முழுமையான நவபாஷாண லிங்கமாய் மலர்ந்து விடுகின்றது. வருகின்ற குரு பௌர்ணமியில் இருந்து வருகின்ற எல்லோரும் அங்கு வந்து நவபாஷாண தீர்த்தத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடிச் செல்ல அனுமதியுங்கள். அதற்கு வகை செய்யும் விதத்திலே நல்ல முறையிலே எல்லா நன்மையும் செய்து வையுங்கள். இந்த தீர்த்தத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடியோர்க்கும் அந்த தீர்த்தத்தை அருந்தியோர்க்கும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று வராது, மரணம் இல்லை, துக்கம் இல்லை. இது அறிவியல் பூர்வமாய் அனுபவபூர்வமாய் நிரூபிக்கப்படும். அதனால் கோடிக்கணக்கில் மக்கள் வரிசையில் நின்று தினந்தோறும் வந்து நவபாஷாணத்தாலான ஆனந்த லிங்கத்தில், நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்தில் நீராடி வணங்கி நன்மை பெற்றுச் செல்வார்கள். நன்றாய்க் கேளுங்கள் மக்களே. 12 ஆண்டுகள் முன்பாக பராசக்தி நான் செய்து வைத்த நவபாஷாணம் சித்தித்து புளித்து பழுத்து முதிர்ந்து ரசவாத யோகத்தில் சித்தியாகி இன்று நிறைந்த நவபாஷாண நித்யானந்த லிங்கமாய் வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் மலர்ந்திருக்கின்றது. இதை செய்த காரணம் வரப்போகும் பிரபஞ்சத்தின் பிரளயத்திலிருந்து மக்களை காத்திடவே. எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்து நேரடியாய் மறைமுகமாய் உதவி செய்து உடன் இருந்த எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோரையும் நம்பியே இந்த படகை நாம் உருவாக்கினோம். இந்த பெரும் சேவையில் எல்லோரும் வந்து பாகமாயிருந்து கொரோனா வராதவர், வந்தவர், வந்து நீங்கியோர் இவர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் மாபெரும் மருந்து நவபாஷாண நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்து தீர்த்த விருந்து. எல்லோரும் வந்து நல் நீராடி தற்காப்பும் பெற்று நோய் கண்டவர் நோயும் தீர்ந்து நன்மையெல்லாம் அடைந்திட இந்திய நாட்டு மக்களே, உங்களால் இயன்றதைச் செய்திடுங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் நல் பாதுகாப்பும் உண்டு, நல்லதும் உண்டு. என்னை இழந்தாலும் என்னை நீங்கள் மறுத்தாலும் உங்களை நான் காப்பேன். அஞ்சாதீர்கள். பெருங்கருணை பேரருளால் நான் செய்து வைத்த கப்பலை உபயோகித்து இந்த ஆழிப் பிரளயத்தின் பெருங்கூத்து ஊழிக் கூத்திலிருந்து உங்களை காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். உண்மையை சொல்லிவிட்டேன், நன்மையை சொல்லிவிட்டேன். பிராயச்சித்தம் வேண்டுமென்றும் காப்பாற்ற வேண்டுமென்றும் கதறிய பக்தர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பெருங்கருணையினால் தீர்வை தந்து விட்டேன். அன்பர்களே, பக்தர்களே, சீடர்களே, என் சொல் கேட்கும் நேர்மையான தொண்டர்களே, புயல் என புறப்படுங்கள் ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு. தேவையானதெல்லாம் உடனடியாய்ச் செய்து வரப்போகும் மக்களுக்கெல்லாம் அன்னதானம் செய்து அவர்கள் நல்லபடி வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடி நவபாஷாண மருந்தையே விருந்தாய்க் கொண்டு நோயிலிருந்து தற்காப்பும் பெற்று உயிர்காப்பும் பெற்று நல்லபடியாய் வாழ்ந்திட தேவையான சேவைகளைச் செய்யுங்கள். இதுதான் உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பிராயஷ்சித்தம். நித்யானந்தன் வடிவு தாங்கி நிஜாவதாரமாய் நான் இந்திய நாட்டில் வந்தபொழுது என்னை வைத்து வாழாத பெருங்குற்றத்திற்கு பிராயஷ்சித்தம் இதுவே உங்களுக்கு. இதை யாவது செய்து, இது ஒன்றையாவது செய்து உங்களையும் காத்துக்கொள்ளுங்கள், நாட்டையும் காத்திடுங்கள். கோடிகளில் உயிர்கள் போகப் போகின்றது என்பதை நேரில் காண்பீர்கள். கண்ட பிறகுதான் நான் சொல்லும் வார்த்தையின் சத்தியமும் உண்மையும் உங்களுக்கு புரியப் போகின்றது. அழிவதற்கு முன்வந்து நவபாஷாண மருந்தை விருந்தாய் மரணத்திருந்து உங்களை காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். மக்களே, இது ஒன்றே வழி. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம். பெருங்கருணை பேரருளால் அன்னை பராசக்தி அருளினேன் சத்தியத்தை. இந்த ஒரு சத்தியத்தை உடனடியாய் புரிந்து கொண்டு உங்களுக்கும் உலகத்துக்கும் நன்மை செய்து கொள்ளுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்து நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்தின் எல்லைக்குள் ஆருக்கும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று தீண்டாது. இந்த சத்தியத்தை அனுபவபூர்வமாகவும் அறிவியற்பூர்வமாகவும் முழுமையாக நீங்கள் புரிந்து கொள்வீர்கள். இது நிரூபணமாகும். அன்னை பராசக்தி 12 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக உள்ள ஞான ஔஷத சக்திகள் அனைத்தையும் பிரம்மாண்ட யோனி ஹிரண்ய கர்ப்பத்திலிருந்து கொண்டு வந்து உருவாக்கி வைத்த நவபாஷாண லிங்கம் இன்று பிரளயத்திலிருந்து காக்கும் பெரும் கப்பலாய் உங்களுக்கு ஊதாவும். என்னை இழந்தாலும் நான் செய்து வைத்த இந்த ரசவாத ஞானத்தின் துணை இழக்காமல் உங்களை நீங்களே காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். இது ஒன்றே வழி. மக்களே, இது ஒன்றே வழி. ஓம் 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 ஓம்.
Yeah, they can. The translation of Devi's revelation are, even if children do mistakes in ignorance by getting stuck in Maya, as it is Parashakti, Paramashakti, Parashakti, Manoramani, my responsibility to save the cosmos from destruction. I'm telling some of the truth. Listen properly. Within the next few months, not in thousands or lakhs, lives will be lost in crores. Crores of lives will be lost in India. I'm telling you the truth. I am telling you the good. Search for protection for your life. And here you can see, as Devi revealed, thousands of, not in thousands, but crores and crores of lives will be lost. You can see the corpses floating in Ganga, and how, as Devi revealed, crores of people will be dying as the death rate of COVID is drastically increasing, with estimates being far higher than what is being reported. It is very clear that what Devi has revealed is exactly manifest. And as you can see, Devi revealed that people are dying. Dogs will be eating those dead bodies. And for the last 2 to 3 months, people have seen that for the last 2 3 months, people have been burying their dead bodies into the sand, and the sand covering the bodies is blown away by strong winds, exposing decomposing bodies, and predatory birds and dogs have been feasting on those bodies. And here you can see India is reeling under a massive second wave of COVID-19 pandemic, with the number of deaths also increasing. The situation is becoming dire, and the crematoriums and burial grounds are packed to capacity. And over 150 bodies have been reported to be found in the Ganga, just dumped, and these COVID bodies will be washed further down and could be eaten by stray dogs, which could be adding to the further spread of COVID-19. And these numbers are being severely underreported, with only 40 people being reported to be found in the river Ganga. However, later reports further show that it's been up to 400 people, which could be much more. And as the New York Times has also revealed, that the situation is far worse than what is being reported, with nearly half of the Indian population being possibly exposed to COVID-19 in a worst case scenario. And here you can see over 2,000 bodies have been found within a 1,100 kilometer radius of the riverbank of Ganga in Uttar Pradesh. And you can see that Indians are being forced to change rituals for their dead as COVID-19 rages through cities and villages. They're literally, cities and streets are becoming crematoriums as people are running out of space in the crematoriums and are forced to burn bodies within the streets itself. Bodies after bodies are coming, and death and devastation is reeling in Delhi. Crematoriums and burial grounds are running out of space in the capital. You can see further the news that has been showing how Devi's revelations have been manifesting. Funeral pyres and burn continuously at Mohali's crematorium. Here you can see continuously bodies are being burned as they are being, as many millions of people are dying from COVID. And India's coronavirus is round-the-clock mass crematoriums, creating round-the-clock mass crematoriums. Here you can see more dead bodies are burning. And you can just, as the Supreme Council of Hinduism has revealed, the numbers are being severely underreported. If you yourself take a poll of your family members or friends who are living in India and ask them how many people within their own families or circle of friends have been either infected with COVID or have passed away from COVID-19, you will see for yourself nearly every single person you speak to has someone within their close-knit circles who has died or has been infected with COVID. So these numbers that the news, the media are reporting is severely, severely underreported. If you yourself take personal poll and survey of the people you know, you will very clearly understand this. And you can see continuously that mass crematoriums are cremations in India faces. Mass cremations in India are being burned as the tsunami of COVID-19 deaths increases. And there's been non-stop cremations that have cast doubt on India's counting of COVID-19 deaths. And you can see that Devi's revelations are certainly manifesting in ways that no one has expected. And with this, you can see that Delhi crematoriums, again, running out of wood, building more pyres, and the queue to burn bodies has been growing outside. Bodies pile up in India's crematorium, overwhelmed by viruses. We've seen various news reports saying the same thing. We can move. So as you can see, Delhi has been recording over 20,000 daily cases of COVID-19, along with 300 confirmed deaths. And on Sunday, the city has saw 350 COVID deaths. So you can just see how COVID-19 is wreaking havoc on the country, and the death tolls in Delhi in all across the country are extremely high and are severely underreported. It is something that every single person needs to be worried about. And that is why the Supreme Court of Hinduism has opened up all the Kailasas for the sake of quarantine, for multi-layer quarantine, which is the only way to protect yourself. So if you are interested in availing this opportunity to have multi-layer quarantine for completely free and to have access to the Anandalingam with which you can heal yourself from this virus, you can protect yourself from this pandemic, you have the opportunity to avail this offering by going to kailasa.org/kailasa and taking this time to register yourself for this multi-layer quarantine. And as we approach the third wave within India, this is now the most critical time to take this opportunity to protect yourself. With this, we will be entering into the next segment where we will understand the offerings that we can make to Devi and how we can receive her blessings through these offerings. We will be right back after a very short break.
Wait, just sit down and go, yeah. You can spend how much of your time you want. Nithyananda, welcome back to all of the viewers. Yes, let us now begin a new segment. The next segment on the offerings to Devi Parashakti. I'm sure every one of you had understood and had so far been introduced, many of you for the first time, to who is Devi Parashakti, who is the divine cosmic being. And now, in this next segment, we'll be understanding the various different offerings, the ritualistic sevas that you can do to offer to Devi Parashakti, and literally offer and have and experience the immediate, instant results, immediate oneness with Devi Parashakti. In this next segment, we will be interacting closely, personally, and with some of the beautiful stories and the pramanas from Sanatana Hindu Dharma, understanding the very subtle context, the beautiful sacred sentiments from Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the powerful cognitions, and just through that, you will see how much Sanatana Hindu Dharma has to offer. Such beautiful sacred sentiments that can literally become your powerful cognition and your very life. And there's so many powerful cognitions that instantly we can manifest just through these ritualistic sevas. So without further ado, let's begin today's segment. Now, please understand, first of all, that in Hindu tradition, whether it is the birthdays or anniversaries, or if you're starting school for the first time, or if you're starting a new business, in every single instance, we always find a way to ensure that we are inviting divine into our lives. Yes, sorry for the technical glitch. We're always trying to find a way to invite the divine into our lives, trying to ensure that we are making the divine, the gods and goddesses of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, be able to interact with us personally, request their guidance, and first of all, offer our gratitude for the guidance that they have given thus far, and request their guidance further in their whole life. Now, that is how personally we literally love to live in the presence of God. And that is the lifestyle for anyone who practices Sanatana Hindu Dharma. That is why these offerings are so sacred. And in every single temple, all of the temples, these offerings will be there and will be such a beautiful way for you to interact personally, to closely worship the divine. Now, offering is a divine gift of pure love, devotion, and oneness, and it consists of two parts, giving and accepting. And only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. Offering is not made out of fear or out of greed. When an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out for the only purpose of enlightenment. Yes. So now let us chant and invoke the divine presence of Manonmani, the ultimate embodiment of compassion, beauty, and the loving mother who sits in the very lap of Paramashiva. We'll now be chanting the Dhyana Shloka. Indu nivaveda karavahiniyanam syat pankajavara japaksha yuktam angahima bhushana vichitra vasanam syat tungamukatojjvala manonmani swarupam. And I'll now be chanting the English translation. I know many of you do not understand the Sanskrit right away, so we can understand the English translation. Moonlight face holding the Vedas on hand, fire in eyes, with the lotus flower gracing and blessing hands on one hand with the japamala, beautifully decorated with jewel ornaments and wonderful clothes and shining bright crown. Her name is Manonmani. And we'll now be chanting the next Dhyana Shloka. Dhyaye devim trinetram shashini vadanam vedahastam dadanam savye padmam varadam apare chabhayam chakshamalam divyerabharana vibhushita tanum brahmadi vipujitam devimeva mamunmanim pratidinam kamatra jatrim shubha. And the English translation. I meditate on Devi with 3 eyes glowing like a moon and holding the Vedas, lotus and gracing and blessing with gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments and she is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods and showers auspicious boons for all actions every day. Yes, now with having invoked and invited the presence of Devi Parashakti herself as described by the ancient Vedic rishis, let us understand the divine properties and of the element gold. Now, many of these offerings that we'll be going into today are of gold. And in so many different ways, we'll see how the gold actually has such beautiful significance in Sanatana Hindu Dharma and how it plays out with so much a powerful cognition. The ancient Vedic rishis, this ancient scientists of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, of the Hindu civilization, understood the power behind the element gold and how it is so amazing, so powerful that they applied it in various different aspects of this civilization. Now, here's a reference from the Atharva Veda for the gold, and the translation goes, triply born by birth is this gold from atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from Soma when it was heard. One they called the seed of virtuous and powerful Apaha. Let that triple gold be for your long life. Now, many of us in our outside life, we understand, we know that the gold is a very valuable gift that we give to the people whom we place value in our lives. For example, our mothers, fathers, we often give a gold jewelry or a gift made of gold for their birthdays or for Mother's Day or Father's Day. Or for a loved one, we often give gold jewelry as an anniversary present or a present on Valentine's Day and things like that. However, many of us do not even understand the divine properties of gold. Gold is actually a powerful element recognized for how much spiritual energy it can contain and how much healing it can do. Gold is present in all the scriptures, the Agamas, the Vedas, Shrutis, Smritis, Itihasas, and Puranas. In all the Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal which purifies our being. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold and exchanged in gold, and ritual feasts were offered in gold bricks. When one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold, and the streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. And horses and cows were dressed in gold as well. And all of the living beings, everyone who is worshipped for their infinite possibilities, for the oneness that they are truly in with Paramashiva himself, and they were decorated in gold. So the Hindu civilization had thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. The Indus River was called the Hiranyamaya, the river of gold in Rig Veda, and the river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartani in the Atharva Veda. Gold is a supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold, deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold, and because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years, it literally lasts forever. So I hope each and every one of you understand the significance behind the element gold. Now, when you understand this, you understand why we are offering gold. And of course, gold has such value as a currency, as a form of different in the economy. It has such value. But really, the divine properties, the sacred and spiritual properties of gold is not known to the world. And what our ancient Hindu rishis, the ancient scientists of the Hindu civilization, had recognized and applied in the Hindu civilization as well. So as you're offering this, please understand that there is not just a value of love in gold. It's not just that we love God, that we are offering gold to God, but the very property, the sacred and divine property that literally manifests oneness and manifests the enlightenment energy is what we are offering into the divine in gold. So yes, we can go on to the first slide on E-Hundi. E-Hundi is the first offering that we have, and we have an array of very exquisite offerings that each and every one of you can enjoy today. And E-Hundi is one of the offerings that you can do no matter what you are, where you are in your life. Perhaps you just want to offer $1 or a few coins or 100 rupees or any amount of money. You can always offer, and you can do this through two ways, either the YouTube super chat, or also there's an option for the registration forms, which we will be going through at the end. So this E-Hundi offering is a representative of all of the fears that we might have inside of us, the different obstacles which we might have. We drop it literally at the feet of Devi Parashakti, and we offer our deep gratitude and devotion to Devi Parashakti. And she is the one who literally accepts all devotion and doesn't ask for anything in return. She doesn't ask for any commitment or anything. She just simply gives out of the pure compassion. In fact, in the Lalita Sahasranamam, Devi Parashakti, can you please go to the previous slide? Yeah. Devi Parashakti is described in this following verse. It's described, Bhakti Priya Bhakti Vasya Bhakti Ghamya Bhayapaha Shambhavi Sharadharadhya Sharvani Sharmadayini. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion, and she removes all fear. Yes, the next slide, please. Yes. So if there is any fear inside of you, or you are facing some kind of obstacle, just drop it at Devi Parashakti's feet. And in fact, it is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn. Autumn not meaning the yearly autumn or the seasonal autumn that we each and all go through. Every single year we see the fall season coming. That's not the autumn here that is being talked about. Autumn is literally the time in our lives where our thoughts are turning more and more inwards, where we're suddenly finding or trying to find the purpose in our lives. We're yearning and seeking for something more, for an existential purpose, and something that is beyond everything that we have enjoyed so far. So at this time, the role of the divine becomes more known and is understood clearly. The need for Devi worship becomes stronger. So you can offer this E-Hundi offering. You can offer your gratitude and devotion to Devi Parashakti by offering this E-Hundi offering. It can be of any amount that you like today, and you can simply offer it at the feet of Devi Parashakti. Yes, let's go on. The next offering that you are able to do today is the Sankalpa chanting. I'll just be chanting the verse from Devi Mahatmyam chapter 12 verse 34. The English translation goes, The goddess enchants this universe, and she herself gives birth to this universe. The goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives the knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in the materialistic sense. Now, offering the sankalpa blesses the person offering with all the fruition and desires of wishes that you are yearning for. And in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, it is a tradition that every single day, in fact, during the Guru Puja, we are offering the sankalpa. And the sankalpa mantra contains blessings, sacred chants, in order to invoke the energy for bliss, for happiness, for wealth, health, for all the different good qualities that should be invoked in a person, and going beyond all the bad qualities that can happen. All of these very pure sacred sentiments are chanted during the sankalpa, and all those blessings are bestowed on you. So offering this sankalpa, once again, it is one of the best ways that you can achieve and the fruition of all of your desires and wishes. Yes. The next offering is the Sahasranama Swarna Kastu. And this is such a beautiful offering. Now, let me just explain to each and every one of you what this offering is actually. So the offering, the ritualistic seva, is the Sahasranamavali, which is chanted, the Devi Sahasranamavali or the Lalita Sahasranama, chanted, and all of those Ananta Kalyana Gunas. Actually, every name that is chanted is known as a guna or a property or a characteristic of Devi. And all of the beautiful, auspicious qualities of Devi Parashakti are chanted during the Lalita Sahasranama. And when we chant these beautiful chants, actually, that particular energy is invoked inside of us. That energy is invoked, and also the energy, in order to raise that energy into more and more, let it manifest into our life. So all of the different Ananta Kalyana Gunas can literally become yours, can literally be your very manifestation. And here in the Lalita Sahasranama also, one of the very names is the descriptions. It says, Nama Parayana Prita, meaning she who likes the repetition of her various names. Why does she like that? Why? You might think, oh, this is so different, how somebody would like the repetition of their own name. Understand, out of her utmost compassion, Devi Parashakti is literally giving us the secret to how we can invoke the energy of Devi Parashakti, invoke all of the characteristics and beautiful qualities and energy of Devi Parashakti inside of us to manifest in our life. So during this offering is also very special because the 1008 names will be inscribed in the gold coin, and that will be offered as a unique and special offering to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. The next slide, please. Yes, this next slide is the next offering is the Mukta Anguti. Now, in our lives, if you know that your mother is a huge fond of pearls, and you know that whatever it is, her favorite jewel is pearl, then of course for her birthday or Mother's Day or whatever it is, you're going to go and get the pearl necklace or the pearl set for her to enjoy, because you know that she has even if she doesn't even tell you, or as a very small thing, if she has a liking for pearls, you still want to go and get that for her. Now, for the Meenakshi, in the Meenakshi Pancharatnam, which is a invocation and beautiful veneration of Devi Meenakshi, the very incarnation of Devi Parashakti, who ruled the world as the sovereign leader and queen. She is described as the one who has so many pearls which are adorning her. So of course we know that pearls is her favorite. So that's why we offer the pearl to her. And the significance of Devi Parashakti is, the Devi Meenakshi, this incarnation of Devi Parashakti, is actually that she was the sovereign leader, the sovereign queen of all of the 56 deshas. At one point in our human history, there were 56 civilizations in different nations, and all of them were separate, living independently. However, Meenakshi, Devi Meenakshi, was the only sole queen who had brought all of the kingdoms under one rule and lived as a huge civilization. And though this is not known to common history, if you like to call it that, this is recorded in so many of the oldest scriptures, the Puranas, the ancient Hindu history, which records some of the oldest happenings in the entire world. So Devi Meenakshi is the one who actually manifested the space of Kailasa, the biggest and most impressive and prestigious ambition in her life. And she manifested that on planet Earth as well. So that is the beauty of Devi Meenakshi. Let us now just sing her remembrances and sing the verses from the Meenakshi Pancharatnam. Muktaharanala Satkiritaruchiram Purnendu Vakta Prabham Chinchannu Kini Manidaram Padma Prabhavasuram Sarva Sorry, can we go back to the last slide? Oh, yeah. Completing with all the viewers for the technical glitch, I'll just be chanting the English translation. Sorry, can we please go to the previous slide? Yes. I bow down to the goddess Meenakshi, who's adorned with the pearls. Yes, thank you. I bow down to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls and face shining like the full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of a lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, and who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. Yes. So you can offer this Mukta Anguti and receive the blessings to be showered by her compassion and pure love in all your business endeavors. The next slide, please. The next offering is the Swarna Padma Pushpa. This is the offering of the golden lotus. So all the kalashas should be wound around with suitable thread and covered with new cloth. They should be adorned with the lotus flower made of gold. This is what the Kamika Agama says. And Kamika Agama is one of the oldest scriptures known to mankind, actually. The next slide, please. And not only this, the golden lotus has so many other references as well. Even lotus itself, by itself, is such a divine flower because there are so many different references and so much in Sanatana Hindu Dharma which is associated with the lotus. In fact, almost everything in the worship of the ultimate involves in some way or form the lotus. If you can see the different chakras in our body or the mudras or the asanas, everything has a connection to the lotus. In fact, also, the Shakti of Paramashiva is called as the lotus. The base of a Paramashiva linga is called the lotus. And the disciple of the Paramashiva is also considered as a lotus, which is about to bloom. You can offer the gold lotus in any size you wish to be blessed and to have the state, space, powers, and being of Devi in your inner space amidst any adverse situation in your life. See, just as how the lotus in any water in either the muddy waters or polluted waters, wherever, it can simply bloom and still have that effulgence, that radiance and resilience. Just like that, with this offering, you can have the blessings of Devi Parashakti in order to manifest that strong beauty and resilience and radiance in any adverse situation in your life. The next offering is the Swarnamati, the gold ring. I'll just be chanting the verse. Nakadiditi samchana namajjana tamoguna padadvaya prabhajala parakrita taruruha. You whose brightness from toenails destroys the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet. You whose brightness from your 2 feet overpowers that of the lotus flower. So this Swaranamati, actually the toe ring is a very traditional piece of jewelry from the Hindu tradition. And the Hindu married women will wear this Swaranamati. And in fact, all of the significance of that is tied to this very verse where she is described, where her very toenails are described as able and capable to just liberate you. Devi Parashakti, you don't need any of her blessings. All it takes is just one grace of her toenail, not even a toe, not even the feet. You just need the one toenail to grace you, and that is enough for you to be blessed and graced in your life. So in the same way, we offer this gold toe ring to Devi Parashakti and receive the blessings to have the constant gratitude and be able to radiate the space of Devi Parashakti and even the most difficult aspects of life. Such beautiful offerings here. The next offering is the Swarna Mangtika. So the offering. The Mangtika is another Hindu traditional jewelry which is worn by women. In this case, all women, not just the married women, but it is the hairline jewelry. So this Mangtika actually represents the nectar flowing from this Sahasrara Chakra, which is fully open. So Sahasrara Chakra is represented by the 1,000-petaled lotus at the crown of the head. And when it opens, and this chakra and just overflows with so much of bliss. In fact, in the Lalita Sahasranama, Devi Parashakti is described as Shuddha Sarabhi Varshani, meaning she who makes nectar flow in all the nerves from Sahasrara, and she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. Now, like this, Devi Parashakti literally blesses us to have the overflowing gratitude and to literally feel that oozing space of complete completion from our inner space, from our consciousness. So you can offer this Mangtika, the golden hairline jewelry, and that is the very blessings that you can receive today. Yes. And the next offering we have is the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. The Pratyaksha Pada Puja is a very special offering of the elaborate puja done to the feet of the Guru. And this offering is also available now to offer during the Guru Purnima Brahmotsavam and on Guru Purnima Day, which is coming up just on July 23rd. So we have about a day and a half for many of you to register and make sure that you are planned and preparing to offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. Now, the Guru Purnima Day is the very day that all the grahas, the different planetary energies, align us to offer at the feet of the Guru all of our karmas, all of the baggage inside of us, and anything which we feel is stopping us to manifesting our reality. Many of you might have been wishing deeply for Guru to happen in your life, a guide who will remove all the darkness and lead us into light, especially during these extremely difficult and strenuous times. This is the day that you can simply offer at the feet of the Guru and receive his blessings, receive the superconscious breakthrough directly, and have the blessings of the Supreme Conscious Hinduism, the incarnation of Paramashiva. So it is a extremely beautiful offering that each and every one of you should do today. Next slide, please. The next offering is the Vastra Seva. This offering is the offering of the sacred adornment or the sacred cloth at which will be offered to Devi Parashakti as well. So next, this brings us to a conclusion to all of the different offerings that we have available for you today. And we have a summary table of all the different offerings, from the E-Hundi offering to the Sankalpa chanting, the Devi Sahasranama Kasu, the Mukta Anguti, the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the Swarna Mangtika, the Swarna Metti, and the Pratyaksha Pada Puja and the Vastra Seva. The next slide, please. The next slide, please. So now let us understand how we can go to the next steps today. If you might be in two categories. One is if you are ready to make the payment, that's awesome. You just have to go to tiny.cc/Devi-offerings, and you'll be able to go to all the links, and you'll be able to fill out the payment form. And just like any other online payment, you can register for your offering. However, if you feel that you are not yet ready, you perhaps don't have the money, the resources, or the time in order to offer to Devi Parashakti, then you can ensure that you are offering, and you can at least start with the intention form. And you can fill out this intention form if you need help in manifesting the offering, or if you are doing the if you need help in manifesting, or if you are if you need help in manifesting, or if you'd like more information or more details, you can register with the intention form. Yes. Can the volunteer please project the next slide, please? So here you can see all of the links that are available. If you are ready for your payment, please ensure that you go to tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. Make sure that after the payment, you are registering at Sankalpa 2021 form at this link, tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021. This will make sure that all of your names and the names of the people on whose behalf you are registering or you are offering this puja will be chanted during the puja. So please don't forget any of these steps. And it's a very simple, very easy process for each and every one of you today. We can just project the tiny.cc/Devi-offerings link for all the viewers. We can, this will be the payment link. Yes, as you can see here, this is the Parashakti Bhavasamadhi Darshan donation page. You can go to the drop-down menu and select any of the offerings that you'd like to make today and add that to your cart, and you can select any number of offerings as well. So you can, once you select add to cart, then you will be taken to proceed to checkout, and then you can fill out all the payment details and the billing details and make your payment. And after that, you can make sure that you go to the Sankalpa 2021 form. And this will also ensure that if you fill out this form, you can make sure that you have all of your names and the names of your family members on whose behalf you are offering this puja. You can you'll be able to fill out this very quick and easy form as well. So that brings us, and then we also have an option to make any donation to the through the YouTube super chat. So on YouTube, if you are a member, if you are not a member, you should leave. If you are a member, you can join the YouTube super chat and select the option for super chat, and you can make any kind of donation through credit card, debit card, or PayPal. So yes, now with this, we'll be coming to the conclusion of today's segment. Yes, we can just show this super chat. So on YouTube, in the live YouTube video, you can see that you'll be able to click on the icon there and select super chat or super sticker if you'd like to. And yes, as you can see, there's so many different options of stickers that you can send with a donation amount, and you can select any sticker that you want, and then you'll be able to go through the payment options that YouTube gives. There's also a super chat option where you can just send in a donation and it doesn't have a sticker if you're not, if you don't want to. So this is a very easy way that YouTube has been able to, if you want to make a donation of any kind, you can do so today. So with this, we're now coming to a conclusion. As you can see, there's different levels as well. We're now coming to a conclusion to this segment of today's program. We'll be moving on to the next segment, where we'll be understanding from Ma Nitya Achalananda Swami and Ma Nitya Pranapriyananda, the administrators of Adi Kailasa Sarvagnapeetham, on the various updates from Adi Kailasa Sarvagnapeetham, the leading Kailasa COVID Care Center in India, and we'll also be hearing some of the updates from the United Nations, where they have recognized the persecution against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for the second time. It says, if you do not know that it has already happened, please visit the links in the scroll below, and you'll be able to get to know all this extremely important information. So with this, we'll now be concluding this segment and moving on to the next segment in today's program. We'll be right back with you after a short break.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. The space. Space.